lesson, we solved some of the SQL problems from Hackerrank, and now we will do the same in this lesson. So without any further delay, let us get started and see the first problem of this video. So the problem is, given the city and country tables, query the name of all the continents, country.continent, and their respective average city populations, city.population, rounded down to the nearest integer. Please note, city.countrycode and country.code are matching key columns. We are also given the descriptions for both city as well as country tables. City table has 5 columns and country table has 15 columns. We have to find the continent and their relative average city population with the help of both the tables. So you guys first try to solve this query. In case you want a hint, let me tell you that there will be use of joins in this. So you try to solve it by pausing the video. I hope you have solved this problem. Let us see what the query of this problem will be. In case you have any doubts, then those doubts would be cleared soon. We have to select the continent's name from the country table and average population from the city table. So we have to take that into account and write our selection statement, and then join the city and country tables. For joining both the tables, we are given in the question that we have to use the country code column of the city table and the code column of the country table. So with this common key, we joined both the tables. After that, we have to find the average city population of each continent. For this, we have grouped it by continent column. And we are also given in the problem statement that we have to round off the average population to the nearest integer. For that, we have used floor function. Well, that is it, and our query is ready. I hope you have understood this well. Now let us see whether this query is correct or not. For that, we will submit the query and then Hackerrank will tell us whether this query is correct or not. So let us submit it and see. And yes, our query is absolutely correct. Congratulations! So we have solved another SQL problem. By now, you must be quite confident about your SQL concepts. Keep practicing like this. So let us go ahead and solve the next problem. The problem is, given the city and country tables, query the name of all cities where the continent is Africa. Note, city country code and country code are matching key columns. Description of both the tables has also been given to us. Both these tables are of previous problem, but this time the problem statement is different. So all of you will be able to solve the problem easily. Come on, it's a simple problem. I'm sure you can do it. I hope you have solved this problem. Let us check the solution for this problem. We want to print the names of cities of the African continent. For this, we will put the city name in the select statement and join both city and country tables. To do this, we will use the common key, that is country code of the city table and the code column of the country table. After that, as the city's name must be of African continent, so we mention that condition using the where clause. And our query is all ready. Great. Now let us check whether this query is correct or not. And yes, our solution is absolutely right. Congratulations, guys. So let us go ahead and solve the next problem. The problem is, Julia asked her students to create some coding challenges. Write a query to print the hacker ID, name, and total number of challenges created by each student. Sort your results by the total number of challenges in the descending order. If more than one student created the same number of challenges, sort the result by hacker ID. If more than one student created the same number of challenges and the count is less than the maximum number of challenges created, then exclude those students from the result. The problem statement is very big. If you want, you can read it again and understand it well. We have also given the description of hackers and challenge table. The column in hackers table is hacker ID, name. And the challenge table also has two columns, challenge ID and hacker ID. We are also given a sample example and its explanation. If you want, you can also read it so that you know better how to write the query. Before you start solving the problem, let me once again explain its statement to you. Julia asked her students to create some coding challenges. We have to write a query that takes hacker ID, name, and how many challenges each student has created to perform these. And we have to sort our results by multiple challenges. It is really easy to do this, right? But there is a twist in this. So, if there are the same number of challenges for more than one student, then we have to sort the result by hacker ID. And the big twist is that if more than one student has created an equal number of challenges, but their count is less than the maximum number of challenges, then we have to exclude that student from our result. Well, I know there can be a lot of confusion. The problem statement is quite big and quite difficult to understand. The problem statement in the last line means that suppose 2 students have created 4 challenges and maximum 6 challenges are created by 1 student. So we have to exclude the students who created these 4 challenges. But this is to be done only when more than one student has created the same challenges and those challenges are less than the maximum challenges. So I hope now you have understood the problem statement. Pause the video and try solving it. I hope you have solved this problem. Let us see the query of this problem. We have to print hacker ID, name and number of challenges, so we have mentioned it with the select statement. We will join both the tables and group by hacker ID and name so that we get to know how many challenges each student has created. This query will give us hacker ID, name, and how many challenges each student has created. Now we have to exclude those students also who have created the same number of challenges and that number is not maximum. For this, we will use having clause and we will satisfy 2 conditions. First, either that number is maximum or it appears only once. If that number is maximum, then we have written another select statement for that. Yes, we have found out how many challenges each student has done using group by. For one of the 2 requirements, we have written the query for the first one. Now we have to write the query for the other. Using the OR operator, we will check that the number appears only once. So from the select statement, we will know that multiple challenges have been created for any 2 different hacker ID. Here, S2 hacker ID is not equal, so S hacker ID means that we should consider different hacker ID. And last, we have sorted the number of challenges created in descending order and hacker ID in ascending order. So that is it. Our query is ready. This was a complicated query, I know that, but I still hope that you guys have understood it. Let us see whether this question is correct or not. Let us submit it and see. And yes, our query is absolutely correct. Congratulations! We have solved many problems so far. We have solved enough concept problems of SQL like aggregation, group by, order by, join, union, etc. I really hope that you have understood all the problems very well. Try to solve the rest of the problems from the HackerRank. See you soon. Stay safe. Bye.